certain things changed, of course. The camera position is changed, but let me know how is the video quality. Let me know in the comments what is the video quality. Is it better than before? I'm definitely thinking on to how to change and how to improve things. This is one of the ways to do it. So without any further ado, what do we have? Of course, three important players linked with Arsenal. As to why are Arsenal linking those people with us? We're gonna talk about that in this episode. We're also going to talk about who are those players, of course, and of course Arsene Wenger's certain comments, his regrets, and of course his shortcomings that he had in his career. So the first news that we have is, of course, Emil Smith Rowe on playing with Phil Foden. Now, of course, there's an image on social media that you've already seen. If you've not, this is the image. It's a very old image. So, Emil Smith Rowe on playing Foden again. This was actually under 17 World Cup winners in 2017. They were. So, Emil says, we were looking at the photos earlier from the under 17 days, laughing at our haircuts. Watching the other boys and seeing what they were doing always gave me that extra motivation. Well, of course, it is motivation, but more importantly, Ben White has been included in FUT 2022 Team of the Week. Benjamin White is a part of that elite club. So yes, for this week, it's Benjamin White. Congratulations to Benjamin White. But more importantly, let's share with you some Arsenal training images that we have. Number one is this. Of course, you can see Cedric. Of course, I think that's Akinola. I might be wrong. I'm sorry to say that. But there we go. It's Gabriel Martinelli. There we go. Benjamin White. Is that Eddie Nketiah? Looks like it. Jack Wilshere, Pablo Mari, Callum Chambers. Of course, Callum Chambers. Yeah, that was that. So, Arsene Wenger about Arsenal says, yes, of course, I'm still in love with Arsenal. I tackle, I shoot, I defend, I attack during every game, of course. My life is red and white, and that will remain, especially as I don't manage anymore. So I have no other commitment. Wenger on going the whole season unbeaten about his invincibles. He says, it was the moment where I fulfilled the dream of my life. The fact that I could convince this group to achieve something that they would not think would be possible. I've done my job in a perfect way. I'm so proud for having done it. We are so proud of you that you've done it with our beautiful club. Thank you so much, Arsene. It was fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. But more importantly, let's talk about, well, did you know Martin Odegaard has actually left Twitter? There's a reason why it happened. So here's the reason what Martin gave. He says, a lot of crap, you must be careful what you expose yourself to. I don't need to sit there and see all that. A lot of anonymity and strange things. It could be bad and scary if your head is not in the right place. So Martin Odegaard is straight away telling you guys, if you're into social media, it is a really hell of a bad place when you actually when you play after the game and you come and just want to chill out on social media and suddenly see the wild comments. Breaks your heart, doesn't it? I mean, of course it does. For a player, it's mentality is what matters the most. So moving on, let's talk about Ramsdale transformation. How Ramsdale has transformed Arsenal. So Wally Downs says, the man actually who brought Aaron Ramsdale on loan to AFC Wimbledon in 2019, says Aaron's transformed this season because he's engaged the rest of the defense. He makes a great save and they're high-fiving him and fist bumping. Proud not to let a goal in. I've not seen that in an Arsenal team for donkey's years. I mean, I've not seen in many clubs doing that. I've not seen many times happen in other clubs. This happening at other clubs as well. David De Gea does it, which is so great. He's a fantastic keeper, isn't it? Whenever we think that he's going in a downfall, the guy really comes up. Unbelievable player. Yeah, I've actually eaten a lot of humble pie regarding David De Gea. But I think most of the things that I say about David De Gea is actually banter. But yeah, it comes back to bite me, and I don't mind that happening because yeah, he's a fantastic player, man. I don't have to say anything more about David De Gea. So Emil Smith Rowe rejected Tottenham. There's no. Of course he should. So Here's the reason what Emil Smith Rowe gave why he rejected Tottenham. He says Tottenham wanted me when I was 15 or 16, but as an Arsenal fan, I was never interested. I joined Arsenal at 10 and I was determined to make the grade at my club. Fantastic as usual, I'd say. So it looks like someone is actually becoming too big for his boots. Following Balogun, ladies and gentlemen, is turning out to be too good for Arsenal under 23s. It's time to get to some new pastures. More importantly, a loan at a foreign club or any club for that matter that would give him game time. Now, I believe that as well, but so is the England under 21 manager Lee Carsley has said that Foreign Balogun is too good to be stuck in Arsenal's under 23. He says, you need testing. Watching him in the under 23s for Arsenal, it's probably a little bit too easy for him and he's past that level. I imagine he wants to play for Arsenal and pushing for a position, but it's such a big club with a lot of competition. I think it would be fair to say that a lot of clubs in Europe would be aware of Flo's qualities, and if anything, he has got to keep keep proving it to himself. He's the only person he's got to impress and look himself in the mirror. He's got outstanding ability, attributes, and work rate, and he's a player that people look forward to seeing. Of course, I am. I want to see Foreign Balogun succeed in an Arsenal shirt, of course. So moving on. So I just want to know your reactions. Steven Gerrard has been confirmed as an Aston Villa manager, and soon Frank Lampard will be confirmed as Norwich City manager. So I would want your comments. Let me know what you guys think about it. I think I'm pretty much sure Premier League is the best league in the world. Steven Gerrard is there back into managing. Back in the Premier League managing. Frank Lampard comes in. Arteta, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm sorry to include him in the conversation. Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, Brendan Rodgers. Best coaches in the world are here, man. Ancelotti went, but okay. There are still so many good managers, and it's so good to see them. Yeah, best league in the world for a reason. So talking about more stuff, well, here's a regret of Arsene Wenger, which he has explained. He says on Tuesday, his regret is not winning Champions League, by the way. He says on Tuesday we had played 1-1 against Chelsea, and then we lost against Chelsea, a game that with fresh players we would not have lost. Maybe I should have prioritized the Champions League that season. The regret is that we were so close to winning the Champions League and didn't do it. It would have finished the job. But at that time, the Premier League already was the dominating league, and it's still the same today. I would say today that in hindsight, the Premier League is as difficult, if not more difficult, to win than the Champions League. And talking about Cristiano, not signing him was a regret. Of course it was. But here's what the professor had to say. He says, at that time it was Ronaldo. He played at Man United in 2004, and he's one of the players I regret not signing because he was very close. So he could have been an invincible. Cristiano Ronaldo would have been part of an invincible. That would have been crazy to hear, man. Moving on, finally, Arsenal get to know what is the price tag of Tyler Adams. Now, the 22-year-old who has 4 years, who has 4 years remaining on his current contract, he has a release clause of 40 million euros in his deal that any club could activate, even Arsenal could activate that. Leipzig are said to open to selling Adams, but only if his release clause is met. They're not obligated to sell him. 4 years, bro. Why would they even think of selling him? Plus, they're using him this season, so there's no point selling him. There's no point actually even in thinking to sell him. So that is that. So moving on, it looks like Arteta is asked to sign Jeremy Pino from Villarreal. So this is according to Fichajes, who said Arsenal are continuing their rebuilding efforts and the Spanish winger is on their list of targets. Okay, if you say so, we believe it. We'll believe it. We'll try to believe it. Moving on, there's another player. So it's a very, how should I say this? A very, not a bad signing, I'd say, but a very relatively unknown player. Well, I'll tell you who that is. So Arsenal could repeat their Takehiro Tomiyasu masterstroke that they did in the summer transfer window by signing his former teammate Matthias Swanberg. He's currently impressing for Bologna in Serie A. Now, Mikel Arteta appeared to strike gold when he persuaded Tomiyasu to quit the Italian league. Now, who is this Swanberg guy? Like, wow, who is this guy? Now, his contract in Italy expires in 2023, but the midfielder has apparently agreed to sign a new deal to extend his stay at the club by just 1 year. So, according to Resto del Carlino, Bologna midfield is now a target for Arsenal. Yeah. But Arsenal will face stiff competition to land the player, with Inter Milan, AC Milan and Napoli are reportedly vying for his signature as well. Okay, he's a midfielder and yeah. So the 22-year-old has made 99 appearances for Bologna since joining the club from Malmo 3 years ago. And according to Transfer Market, Arsenal may have to shell out £10.8 million will be the price tag. He's scored 2 goals this season. Yeah, has an assist against Sampdoria as well. So let's see if Swanberg is on the radar or not. I have not checked him out, but if you guys can, do check him out and let me know in the comments what do you guys feel about Matthias Swanberg to Arsenal. I will see you in the next one. Until then, cheers, and please let me know how is the video quality now. Just let me know in the comments if you can. If you can't, no problem. But if you can, it would be a great help. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers.